The daughter in the Barbie movie, Sasha, she has seen her mom's drawings and she calls them weird and dark and crazy. And she says that they represent everything in Gloria that she pretends not to be. And I think that's what makes this movie a women's coming of age movie or a midlife crisis movie. Now, I put those two categories kind of similarly, but I think that they are distinguished from the other examples where we have like a younger woman. So in this way, Barbie is more similar to Eat, Pray, Love. In Eat, Pray, Love, we have a woman who feels her life is inadequate. And because it's inadequate, she goes on this sort of journey to find out how to be happy in her life again. We also see that in movies like Stella, How Stella Got Her Groove Back, right? That's another example of this one where it's kind of more of a midlife crisis movie. In Bridget Jones' Diary, it's kind of in the middle. Bridget Jones is in her early 30s, so it's not midlife really at that point, but she comes to a realization that what she's doing isn't working for her and she needs to make changes. And so there's this transformational element. So we see that in Barbie herself as a character, because what happens is her life is perfect, but then it stops being perfect at some point. And then she goes on a journey to rectify that. Now, we have that in comparison to the other main female character, who is Gloria, who is the mom, who really is in midlife. So you see that these two characters, in a way, are having a similar experience in that Gloria has all of these things in her life that she's not really happy about, and in the same way that's reflected in Barbie's experience in Barbie Land that turns her imperfect. Okay, so and in Bridget Jones' Diary, we have a similar thing where she realizes that that she's not doing very well, especially in her dating life. And so she makes some changes to her lifestyle to become more attractive or more appealing to men. And then her dating life improves and she starts to have these two good options. Now, one of the things that's unusual about this movie is the resolution factor. So there are two main characters in this movie, Barbie and Gloria, and they have a experience. For Barbie, the experience is she goes into the real world and then she goes back to Barbie Land. In Gloria's life, the experience is she goes to Barbie Land and then she we see her go back into the real world, although we don't see her experience in the real world. And when we see that the resolution for Barbie is that she ultimately decides to become human. So it's like she embraces the imperfections and decides she's okay with not being perfect and not living in the perfect world. In Gloria's case, what we see is that she has all these conflicts and difficulties in her life, and for her, the resolution seems to be something like she can voice those, people understand and accept them. And I think that is also a big part of why this movie is appealing to women, because that concept of acceptance and being heard is an important aspect for validation, important aspect for women to feel validated in their lives.
To help other people find this channel and to help us grow, and to make sure you don't miss the next one, like and subscribe down below, and we'll see you next time.